Hello everybody, it's Rich Clark here with Kevin, and we've just come to the end of a 12-week programme, and just going to go through with Kevin everything that's happened and to share Kevin's story. So the first question, Kevin, is tell us why you wanted a personal trainer in the first place. Tell us.
Well, after a very short period of going through a bit of personal training myself, example, learning how to walk correctly, then taking it into a stage further of jogging, I tried to take it into a stage further of trying to run, but I soon became apparent to myself that even though the effort that I was putting in was not getting me anywhere. So from a discussion with myself and my wife, I decided to seek experienced help.
Okay, sorry to interject there, can we rewind?
Yeah.
A couple of years back before that.
Yeah.
And why did you start exercising? Tell everybody you know what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Why did you start trying to exercise on your own even?
Well, basically,
what difficult? Go on.
Basically, I had a heart attack.
Yes.
Which it's very hard to explain what it felt like at the time, because your emotions are running. They're very difficult. You get into it deeply and it becomes very emotional inside.
Course, yes.
So from that, I suppose because of the nature of my work, I've always been active.
Yeah.
So suppose I'm lucky.
Yeah. Tell everybody Kevin's a butcher.
Yes, I'm a butcher, so I'm involved in the food industry. So from that particular story there, that's when I decided to get up off my backside.
After you had the heart attack?
After I had the heart attack, I had two choices. I was either going to go further downhill or regain some composure with my life. So that's where I tried to take it further myself, but failed. That's where Richard came into it.
What about before you came to me? Did you try going elsewhere to try and get exercise, for example, to the gym and to other places?
Yes, I went to local amenities all around.
And they said?
Basically, they wouldn't touch me. They wouldn't touch me at all. And I think the reason why, from my experience of looking outside now, looking in, and already having the experience with Richard, I felt that they weren't capable of handling the situation.
They weren't qualified probably, or insured and all that, which is fine.
They were definitely not qualified to your standards.
Yes.
And I can say that wholeheartedly for the amount of people that I contacted, the amount of places that I went to. Because this was over an 18-month period.
You were very frustrated.
It wasn't.
Time, you got the
yes.
You were very.
I mean, 18 months of your life is a very long time to try and help yourself.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to help yourself and you're putting yourself against a brick wall, then it becomes frustrating.
Yes, and that's I picked up on that when you came in.
Yes. Because even though we go to a doctor and they try and tell us to keep fit, it's okay to watch a television program saying, well, we'll do this, we'll do that. But from my personal experience, the experience is not out there.
Out there at the general gyms and things like that. So after all that, so you had your heart attack, had a bit of difficulty then being accepted, but tell everybody what actually happened. When you have a heart attack, everybody, you go through something called cardiac rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Now, I worked in cardiac rehabilitation for over 6 years, and I never had anybody where this happened. Tell them what happened when you went to cardiac. What did they say when you went to cardiac rehab?
Well, basically, I was too fit.
Okay.
So I had a bleeper test, I had the stare test against the wall.
They said it wouldn't do you any good going to cardiac rehab.
No, so I went once and that was it. I beat the test, the bleepers, when they moved the cones and bleep, 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 as you're running from one side to the other. I beat that and I got to be honest, I was never invited back. So that's where I decided, more or less, because I could see myself getting low with self-esteem, lack of confidence, because these sort of things, I was struggling to sleep, and all this part of it, you know, you go into your doctors, but the doctors were marvellous, I've got to be perfectly honest. That side of the job was okay, but it's after, you know, that I struggled with, because when I was going to these places, people were looking at me as going, oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Quick, get out quick, you've had a heart attack. Don't have an heart attack on our premises.
You've had an heart attack.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And basically my heart attack started through, like a piece of plaque fell off inside my artery and travelled all the way to the walls of my heart there and stopped me from breathing. And I was gone. You know, I was just very lucky that I had a gentleman cutting my edge on the particular day that it happened in my memory. And he was there, otherwise I definitely wouldn't be sitting here telling the story.
Cutting a hedge as well, as you say, classics,
yes.
Time to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Doing prolonged work over your head.
Yes.
And that is
which probably brought it on. And
well, a clot has obviously been the biggest contributing factor, but good. So that set the scene there now. So anyway, we get to the point, you come to me.
Yeah.
What worries did you have coming to me?
Well, my confidence was not to start with, and even though I've been to look at gymnasiums and stuff like that, perhaps I'm a different type of person, you know, where I like to be on my own, so I can concentrate on my own.
Yes.
I'm not alone now, by no shot.
No.
But
gyms are a bit.
Well, you know, if you're trying to concentrate on something that you want to do correctly, which is the importance of it, I would have thought, you're either concentrating or you're talking.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, I'd rather concentrate, so that's why I come to you, this part of it, because it's a one-to-one, the situation, if I'm doing it wrong, I'm told correctly. It hasn't been a case of, yeah, that'll do. If I've done something wrong, you've absolutely pulled me up correctly, and from that, obviously, what I've tried to do is try to better myself in handling things differently. And I think I've come a lot closer to handling that. Not perfect, but you know, they are a lot more better than when I started. Yeah, I would have thought.
Very much so, Kevin, very much. We've seen a lot of improvement. What was the nutrition program like? How did you get on? Was it a big change, or what was it?
Well, it was a big change in the beginning for me, because the place of work doesn't allow us to have a cooker, even though I'm in the food industry.
Yeah, food prep is not easy.
No, we're not near any amenities, so popping out and buying some fresh vegetables or fresh fruit was a no-no. Everything has been had to work around preparing, which most people do, I would imagine, on a daily basis, preparing fresh vegetables, preparing your meals ready for your breakfast, your dinner, and then coming home with your family and obviously starting again for your evening. So it was difficult.
But you've got into the routine and...
yes, to change, you've got to get into the routine, otherwise everything stays the same.
Okay, what's the training sessions been like?
Every time I've come with yourself, everything's been positive. There have been no negatives. If there's any negative that I felt, it's probably been on my side, but I've never found anything negative at all.
Right.
Okay. I have been positive.
Yes.
Perhaps I haven't put 100% in sometimes because I felt a little bit whacked from work.
Yes,
maybe.
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes, because obviously we're going to get days like that, but there have been all positives and no negatives.
I'll tell you about a day when you were negative. Remember the day when I told you you weren't allowed to run anymore?
Oh yes.
Oh, that didn't go down very well.
No. That was more than upset.
Yeah. Oh, I really upset you then.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was upset.
So Kevin comes to me now, right? I'll tell you the story. Kevin comes to me now and he's like, right, Rich, I love running. I really want to run, and I'm doing like 2 or 3 miles, and I want to do a 5k. And I'm like, right, okay, that's what we're gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we start training. A couple of weeks in, the knee's not right, is it?
No.
Knee's not right at all. And I'm like, oh god, this guy now, he wants to run. Anyway, I can't do what Kevin wants. I have to do what's right, as of course that's what I'm here for. So we have to tell Kev no running. He went to see the physio.
Yeah.
Got some new exercises. We weaved the physio exercises into each session, so they weren't needing to do them like at home separately. Then we had about 8 weeks off running.
Yeah.
8 miserable weeks off running. No, I'm only joking, but 8 weeks off running, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that what you got to put over as well, mind, is that was no running.
Yes.
From naught in 30 years.
Yes.
So there was no running.
Oh yeah,
whatsoever.
so the reason why Kevin's knee was a bit bad was exactly that reason, because he hadn't done any running previous and he built up a bit too much too soon. That's all it was. So anyway, we come away from it. We rehabbed the knee. Back running all right now.
Yes, everything's fine.
Back running all right now.
Yeah,
great. Few changes in the footwear, few changes here and there. Wasn't just the it was all to do with the physio. I suppose Chris was great. He really allowed us to get more out by the end of the programme. We were back running, stronger, more balanced, and everything sort of good.
But one of the important parts was as well, along with the strength training, was obviously your footwear.
Yes.
That proved emphatic.
Yes, yeah. Well, because of your leg length, you've got a discrepancy.
I got a discrepancy,
yeah. So which we found out after being in your 50s, first time you ever find out you got a leg length discrepancy, you know. So it's interesting stuff, and it's valuable. What a productive 3 or 4 months finding that out, rehabilitating it, fixing the knee up, as well as all the other bits and pieces. So that's a good example there of a problem which has turned into something really positive, and we come up with a good solution there, I feel anyway.
That's right.
Okay, you've obviously noticed results, you've seen some changes. That's about it. Is there anything else, any other challenges we overcome during the 12 weeks? And that? Oh, like the nutrition plan wasn't working initially, as in part because we had the balance of fats and carbohydrates wrong.
Yeah, we had that part wrong.
And we adjusted it, and immediately came back into things. So that was something else that was a good learning experience again, really, wasn't it? When things don't go right, you invariably learn more than when they go perfectly, sort of thing.
That's right. It's
we had about 2 or 3 weeks, I think, when we started to just bloat out a little bit in your tummy, and we were like, we couldn't figure out why. So we had a couple of food diaries, and we soon figured it out. Adjusted our sales slightly, and then back to exactly where we wanted to be. So the physical results before we go. Kevin's weight has pretty much stayed the same. He dropped 2.5–3 pounds, but the big change is in body fat. Kevin actually lost a total of 12 pounds in body fat, or 7.5%. So he's really leaned up. He's gone from about 23% down to just below 16%, 15.5% body fat. So some really good changes there. We got the photos to go with this as well. Lost a couple of inches off the waist as well, which is always nice. We maintained the muscle. Kevin's not overweight. He didn't come for weight loss or anything like that. Its arms have stayed pretty much the same, so we kept the muscles there. Chest, back, legs, all stayed nice size, and you've dropped down on the waist and the body fat. So if your weight has stayed the same but you've dropped loads of body fat, it means you must have put on muscle as well, alright? So you've gained around about the same amount of muscle, so about 10 or 12 pound of muscle you would have gained
right.
there as well, alright?
And taking into account my age.
Oh, taking into account, I'll tell everybody.
Oh, am I 22 next month?
Yeah, 22.
Or
yeah.
am I 58
58,
next month?
yeah, we go. Alright,
That's
so
it.
Kev is flying along, and here we come 68, I'm sure.
Well, that's right.
So Kevin now is going on to a monthly maintenance program with myself, which what we've done is we have made it so Kevin now can carry on the same training at home. He's got his own little gym he's built, and he's got all the equipment. We've worked together to get the right equipment, to make sure you order the right bits and pieces. So we've set that up for him as low cost as possible. Managed to get bits and pieces here, and we've put together a nice little gym, and he's going to have his programs. He's going to do that, and he's going to come back and see me once a month.
That's correct.
Ongoing, just to keep an eye on things there and keep things fresh. So that's the journey. Start, you don't really know a lot, come, you learn a lot, and then you can go away and carry it on your own, with just a little bit of kind of
as long as you listen to the guidelines correctly and carefully, you can just carry on.
Yeah.
You know, within yourselves. But it's once you go off the track, it's that's when it starts. I would imagine you'll start with problems. Yeah,
that's it, and that's hopefully something to avoid on this maintenance program now, because I can keep an eye and be checking up a new technique each month to make sure you're doing the programs correctly. So fantastic, a really good story, a great set of results. Thank you for talking with everybody, because there'll be somebody out there now who will be thinking, hang on, that sounds a lot like me there.
Well,
you know?
If there is anybody out there, I would advise them to come and speak to you.
Oh, thank you.
On a professional note, and from my own experience, and from my family in any way as well, I just like to take this opportunity and thank you very much for helping me out.
Yeah, boy. Top man.
Thank you very much.
Long may we be friends, my friend. I'm sure of that. That's no doubt. I got the best butcher in Wales now, so I got to keep in close to the family. We've had some of the best barbecues ever in the Clark family.
There we go.
So fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Kev. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye bye.